Hey guys, so I'm going to show you in this video all about this new Web 2.0 headers version 2 package and how you can use it yourself to create very professional looking website headers. So the basic idea behind this product is it allows you to create professional looking headers without any design experience and without Adobe Photoshop. So you don't have to be a professional graphic designer and you don't need to have dozens of hours of experience to use this. This will allow pretty much any design newbie to create very good looking and very professional website headers just like this one here, and literally within minutes. And the whole idea behind this product is that it comes, like, each of these templates come pre-installed with all of the special effects and all the eye candy that you see on this header, and it comes pre-installed in these templates, so you don't need any kind of design skills to create these effects yourself. All you have to do is check some boxes off and move some things around, change the colors, and all of these things are very simple to do, and it's basically point and click. So let me show you exactly how to use this. In this example I'm going to be using GIMP, which is a free program, and you can just Google for it. It's called GIMP, G-I-M-P, and it's a pretty professional product. It's basically a Photoshop replacement. It has a lot of the things that Adobe Photoshop has, but it's a free program, and it's very professional. And if you don't have Photoshop, you can use this. But you could also use Adobe Photoshop or Photoshop Elements. But in this example I'm going to be using GIMP, which is a free program. So here we go. So open up GIMP and open up one of the templates. This package comes with 6 different templates and 6 different sizes, so whatever the size you need for your website, you can choose one of the 6 sizes here. There's 700 pixels by 100 pixels, 700 by 150, 700 by 200, and then 780 by 150, and 200. So there's different lengths and different widths for these headers. But you can also, if you want 600 pixels instead, you can crop this easily to make it 600. But you can choose one of the 6 preset sizes here. So open up one of these templates into GIMP or Photoshop Elements, and then go over to the layers palette, which you can see on the side. And as you can see in this layers palette, this template has a whole bunch of different layers. Okay, and these are basically pre-installed effects and this eye candy stuff that makes the header look professional. So there's different kinds of things. The main layer is the header layer. That's basically the main background of the header. You can change the colors of this to whatever color you want, which I'll show you later. And above the header you can see layers called effect layers, and these are basically like special effects that you can see in the background, like little lines and gradients and patterns and stuff like that. And these basically add, they spice up the header. Instead of having one solid color, you have some kind of a cool background. And there's 35 different background effects to choose from, and you can mix and match these different effects to create all kinds of combinations of effects. And let me show you exactly how to do that. All you have to do is simply click on this little icon here, and it makes the effect visible or invisible. Okay, so you can see it being added to the header, and you can make several effects visible or invisible at once. So you pretty much mixing different effects together to create more complicated effects. Okay, so you can see all kinds of techie things in the background, some little patterns and stuff like that in the background. and there's 35 different effects to choose from, and you can make as many visible or invisible as you want, and you can just play around with these to create all kinds of cool effects yourself. And as you can see, this is easily done by just clicking on these little boxes here, and it literally takes a few clicks and you can create something complicated like this by just checking off a few boxes. No design experience needed. So once you're happy with the effect that you have, the next layers above the effect layers are called shape layers, and these are basically like little circular things that you see here, or little rectangles that break up the header into different sections. You can put text over them or some kind of images or whatever you want. This just makes it easier to see the text because it's in a solid color, and it pretty much breaks down the header into different sections. And just like the effects, you can use more than one shape on the header by simply clicking on this little box here. Okay, so you can combine these different shapes into different shape combinations to create your own unique look. Okay, with just a few clicks. And these also come on their own layer, and you can add color to these things as well. So it doesn't have to be white. It can be pretty much any color you choose, which I'll show you how to do a little bit later. Okay, so, and above that there's a layer called shading, and this basically adds like a shading effect to the header. So say this was white, without the shading layer this would be completely white and would blend in into the background, but this shading adds like a little darker shade to it, and you can play around with the opacity here to make it as light or as dark as you want. And above that there's layers called bars, and these are basically these things at the bottom here, and these also break up the header and just add like a little bar shape at the bottom of it. It just gives it a nice effect, and there's 5 different bars to choose from. Above the bars there's 3D effects, and these are basically kind of like some kind of a shading effect at the top to make it to give it a 3D look. Again, you just click on the one that you want to use, and they get added to the header automatically. It just gives like a final touch to the header. Okay, so just play around with all of these. Put in the check marks to the ones you want, uncheck the ones you don't want, mix and match. And once you're happy with the design, just add your own text to the header, and you're pretty much done. You can create something like this within a few minutes. Once you get the hang of this, you'll be creating all kinds of very professional looking headers literally within minutes. This is very easy to use. You don't have to have any design experience. Just play around with it, click on these different effects, and go from there. So that's it for this video. So just use what you learned here, play around with it yourself, and see what you can come up with. So I'll talk to you soon.